Hello everyone, it's Daniel here from InfoVest. Hope you're all doing well. So got an article here, it comes out from Bloomberg. I'll link it in the description for you to read up on it. But it basically says half of millennials own homes, the rest fear they never will. So pretty sad article here, but it's how things are panning out. It looks like it could get worse and worse when it comes to the difference between the haves versus the have-nots, especially with a recession and a crisis looming down the road. So here we go in the article. It says, for the first time, more than half of millennials own a home. The rest are finding it increasingly out of reach. The millennial ownership rate hits 51.5% in 2022. U.S. Census data show it's been a slog to get there for the generation that came of the age during the financial crisis by age 30. 42% of millennials own their homes compared to 48% of Gen X and more than half of baby boomers. And those who still are renting are starting to think they will never get there. In fact, nearly 1 in 4 millennials plan to rent forever, up from 1 in 7 just 3 years earlier, according to a survey from real estate site Apartment List. So pretty sad that more people feel that they're going to be stuck renting all their life versus owning a home. Most millennials who aren't home owners say they can't afford to buy right now, either because they don't have the down payment or because they can't afford the monthly mortgage cost. About 67% of those who want to own a home at some point in their lives have no money saved for a down payment, and 18% have less than $10,000 according to Apartment List. About 42% say one of their biggest obstacles to home ownership is bad credit, which is up from 39%. So you have an issue either with the down payment, they have less than $10,000, not much in terms of savings, it's very expensive, or it could be bad credit for these millennials. Millennials, the generation born between 1981 to 1996, are falling behind other generations when it comes to wealth, hit by the 2008 economic crisis, stagnating wages, skyrocketing house prices during pandemic, and now rising interest rates and inflation. Nearly half are living paycheck to paycheck according to 2022 data, and few own stocks or are free of student debt. Those who've managed to buy a home are mostly in more affordable cities, with 63% millennials in Grand Rapids, Michigan owning homes compared to just 27% Los Angeles. Massive, big divergence, right? You have 60% plus millennials in those areas versus Los Angeles only 27%. And guess what? Again, not to be fear-mongering, not to, make anyone feel bad. It's going to get worse. I tell you guys this on video throughout here on this YouTube channel, and I keep mentioning it, is because to be aware, to be a warrior rather than a worrier, and be aware that this is the trend. This is where it's heading towards, right? This is how your government, your system, the previous generations and the current generations, everyone's to blame for, right? How we are sending the future, even the future generations are going to be given this plate of mess. This mess where asset prices continue to go up higher. Yes, housing prices are getting crazier. College tuition going higher. Food prices higher. Purchasing any goods higher and higher and higher. Yet your wages are stagnant. So of course, you're going to get millennials who are lazy and don't want to work because their paycheck that they're getting in is only going to feed portion of their meals, is only going to get some sort of groceries, pay their rent, and they'll have no savings, no chance, no hope for a home. Of course, you're going to get a huge disruption in terms of productivity. And the gap between wealth inequality gap is going to widen. It's going to get worse off. You're going to again, get the difference between the haves and the have-nots. It's the ones who have, the ones who own the assets. They will see their prices move up and their assets and their wealth move up, while the ones who are trying to get their foot in the door have a tough time. And it's sad. It's completely sad. And how this is all going to lead to at the end, when this all mess blows up completely, is you're going to get UBI, Universal Basic Income. You're going to get CBDC, where you're going to get the central bank digital currency, CBDC, coin from the government, saying that, hey, you take this, you listen to us, we will give you the assistance, here's the money pumping. And they'll pump thinking that, hey, this is all good, I'm getting help from the government and this stimulus and this check and whatnot. But that's there to keep your mouth shut, to keep you just shut up. Right? And it's not solving the problem. And it's not solving the problem because, hey, if they're pumping more money, cash is going to be worthless. Asset prices are going to continue to go up. Housing is still going to be expensive, and it's going to get worse off, which makes you think that, okay, should not be living in states or in cities like LA or New York, should probably move to Michigan or somewhere else, which may cause the housing market in those areas do better versus the ones that are way too elevated, right? And eventually it will get worse off. The crime rate and what is to come with that will continue to go up, because simply it's going to be harder and harder for people to make their ends meet, living, like the article said, paycheck by paycheck. You're going to decide, should I get a house or should I eat for the week? Pay rent or, eat for the week, or whatever the case may be, right? And on top of that, with the recession looming, if unemployment rate skyrockets and it gets worse off, that's the trigger point where they're going to pump a lot of money and the prices and assets and whatnot are going to go higher. Again, very, very sad to hear how this is going to play out. Very crazy. The point is not to scare you, not to have this as a fear-mongering video, but to educate you, to keep you aware, and to start having you thinking that, okay, if you've got debt, pay off that debt, accumulate a cash position. I talked about this also in one of my videos where I talked about a big institution preparing for the crash. And that's what they do, right? Instead of them taking advantage of it, I would like to see you take advantage of it and you prosper, right? So take advantage of it, prosper, increase your savings, your cash account if you have to, right? Learn more, educate more. Actually, not if you have to. You should learn more, educate yourself more, and especially if you're not confident in this area, in the area of finance, get help. Financial advisors, financial planners out there, they can definitely help you, and make sure that they're helping you in your best interest, right? Remember that also, in your best interest, and learn. There's a way out. There's always a way out. Stay hopeful, stay strong, and be a warrior, right? Get out there and do what you can to the best of your ability. You don't have to hit and become the next Warren Buffett. There's no need for that. You don't need to be the next Donald Trump or what have you. We don't need any more of that, right? Just need to be the best version of yourselves. So take care. Good luck. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Subscribe. Hit the like button and the bell icon to be notified on the next video. And I'll see you guys around. Cheers. Bye.